New York City. You are now rocking with 50 Cent. You gotta love it.
Yo, it's good. It's your boy Jay. How you doing? So let's get personal for a minute. Let's get a little deep. Just a disclaimer: I rarely do this. I'm a very, very private person. I barely talk to anybody anymore. This is a little rough for me, so just be patient with me throughout this little clip I'm about to present. All right. I would rather spend time with my significant other over family and friends because of the level of intimacy that we exchange between each other. Family and friends are great to have. However, they're family and friends, and I don't feel like I can reach that level of intimacy that I can with a significant other. Significant other, sees me naked in bed and is all right with that. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a lot of fun spending time with a significant other. An activity that brings peace to me and definitely calms me down is making beats, making instrumentals. It's just something about putting something together so complex but trying to keep simple at the same time. I listen to songs and I love the beauty of them. I just also love the simplicity of some of the sounds. That way I can really feel and be touched by what everyone that puts the song together is trying to say. Because you have the rap, right? But you got the break beat, right? Sometimes if you have a really good song, or if you have just a song that's real simple, they may change the break or they may scratch it in so that they emphasize in that moment that brings everything together. I am overwhelmed constantly. I'm always thinking about new projects. My engineering days, I was always thinking about new software ideas, and now I'm just thinking about new content all the time and just trying to survive every day. It's a process. It's a difficult time to try and be organized about things, but it's just an overwhelming feeling. I'm very thankful that I have the opportunity every day to try to get to tomorrow. But yeah, it's a big burden. I'm not gonna front. It's a lot of pressure. Whenever I see a homeless person and I have money, I do give them money. I try to give them singles if I can. Change is good, but how far does that get you? I see homeless people on the street all the time. I currently don't have a place right now, so I can empathize with a lot of homeless people right now. The thing about it is that you hope that they'll, try and do the right thing. You try to emphasize or try to iterate through nonverbal communication that, hey, I believe in you. Just try to take the right steps. I don't know what the right steps are, but you know yourself and you know what you need to do so that you don't have to always ask me for money. I try to do that non-verbally because sometimes people learn better that way. A big deal breaker for me for a significant other is when she acts like a child. So what do I mean by that? Like, if we're trying to get intimate, or if I'm expressing feelings towards you that may not be verbal all the time, it may not stimulate thought, but maybe more like a physical thing. If you're my significant other, and you're not feeling that, then I'm not feeling you. So, yeah, that's a big deal breaker for me. I don't see myself as a very adventurous person. Hopefully this year that'll change. I've been adventurous before though, like last summer I went to Miami Beach on a whim, spontaneously, because I was very stressed and I needed to look at a beach. Yeah, and that's the only beach I fuck with. Another adventurous time was when I met a girl at a party. I was on my way home and it was raining outside, and we met and ended up having sex near the building in the rain. Very romantic very romantic moment if you understand what that means. But very risky behavior. I did use it on. I'm gonna keep it buck with you. If I could be like one person, it would be Martin Lawrence. It would be Martin Lawrence because physically I've seen him be a little obese, and nowadays he lost a lot of weight. That's a big challenge for people, especially those that are celebrities, to be able to deal with weight problems. Also, he's an extremely talented person, very funny. I've never seen anyone work a crowd from a comedy standpoint than Martin Lawrence on Def Comedy Jam. Every Saturday night, I laughed every time, and he didn't keep to himself. Like, he wasn't trying to put his jokes out on people. He definitely was trying to interact with the crowd, and definitely had some jokes, and it was great. It was really funny. I wish that show was still around. Shout out to Martin Lawrence. I'm glad you're still here. If I could work on an aspect of my personality, it would be my attitude and the way I negatively think about things. I always expect the worst. So if something happens to me, I always think it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. What I need to do is be more positive about it, be thankful about what I have at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the heat's on, and, I ate yesterday, so, I'm nourished from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to be thankful and grateful for what you have will always help you get what you want in the future. And if you don't do that, you'll always be stuck in the past. So what's going really well with me? Well, I'm still alive today. That's going really well. What can I work on? Continuing being alive through tomorrow. How politically involved am I? I voted. Does that count? The last time I really panicked, I really started panicking when I needed to find a new way to generate income. That was a very stressful situation. But then I realized that I'm always going to think about that, so I better just get used to it and not panic all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. When I want to be alone, there's two places I usually frequent. One is the bedroom. I like to be in my bedroom. If my significant other's there, that's beautiful, because I don't really like to be alone. But another place that I like to, be in solitude is my car. So, I can bump my tunes there and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is tough because this happened to me this morning. The thought of The thought of Kobe Bryant and what happened to him chokes me up all the time. It was too soon. Like, I was expecting Bill Russell personality. He only had 5 rings. I get it, but it was great seeing him and his children and his wife just in retirement mode. It was too soon, man. Damn. One of the most dumb and unintelligent conversations I had with someone involved the fact that I was called a dumb fuck in the middle of the argument or the conversation, and that was really awkward for me. That was really awkward. I try to be smart about stuff, but to this day, I think that was 6 months ago, and to this day, I still try to figure out why it was dumb, because I don't like being ignorant. I would like to solve the issue, but it hurt, and it was strange. So what holidays did my family go all out on? I would have to say Christmas Day. Christmas Day was always the day. It was fun. It was always fun spending time with my family on Christmas Day. There was one Christmas Eve though where my parents pulled a trick on my brother and I, and they came in the room and they explained to us how they weren't going to buy anything for us for Christmas, and gave us some pocket calculators that were personalized with our name on it. And then they left the room, and me and my brother were just going back and forth. Like, I hate this. This is horrible. We're not getting anything. But you know, at some point, I was just like, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. So my brother, you know, he's a real G. You know, went downstairs, looked in the Christmas tree, and saw that there were two Huffy bikes, 18 speeds. I think that's what they're called, the 18 speeds. And you know, we got excited after that. He came back upstairs with the news, and you know, we spent the rest of the night up until like 5 a.m. trying to figure out what we were gonna do with those bikes. I would definitely rather spend my day at an art museum, just because I'm all about abstraction. You know, having studied computer science in my lifetime, so you know, even before that, I was going to art museums all the time, looking at pictures, trying to figure out how they drew the medium. You know, and it goes deeper than that, but you know, I was just off principle. Like, are you using paint? Is it digital? What kind of pencil do they use? What shades do they have? Like, you know, I think about that a lot when I go to the museum. Becoming a Knicks fan seemed okay in the early years of my life, but now it's just weird because I haven't seen them win a championship since I was born. I mean, I was born in a win championship. Before I was conceived, they won in '79, but I haven't seen them win a championship since my existence. So that's really weird to me. And I'm sure it's weird for my family now too. Yo, this is funny. My favorite scene in the movie is Sean Connery in The Rock, and Nicolas Cage is in there. He's in character, right? He's just complaining, worried, anxious, like, what are we gonna do? And Sean Connery just busts this line out like, you know, losers go home and whine about winning. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. A controversial opinion that I have that most people don't agree with is that the new age rap music may be better than some of the old school stuff you heard. If you catch a vibe with it, then you understand it more. You understand the elements that were put together to make that song. Like, you know, a lot of new age rappers like Uzi, Future, Triple Red, you know, just for lack of a better name, Drake, Jersey, you know, they all rap to help you catch a vibe now. Like, before it was like conscious shit, like, you know, do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And then it turned into some gangster shit, like stay protected, keep your heated. Then it turned into that, you know, that drug rap, like, you know, cut your keys. And then it changed into a whole different era of just like soul sampling and just understanding how you feel. And then we turned into some trap shit, and then that was cool because, you know, we had that vibe started. But now it's like, it's just, we're vibing hard, like heavy now, and I like it. It's just tough to bear because it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way that song touches you, you know what I mean? A fact that I try to ignore all the time is that I'm smart. I try to ignore that fact because I don't want to get too ignorant to the point where I act stupid and quickly. When I say that, I make quick decisions that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I try to be smart about things by assuming I'm not smart, and then building up with my critical thinking skills to get smart. If that makes sense. Who in my life stresses me out? I gotta say my dad. My dad stresses me out. I love him to death. He's one of my most inspirational people I ever met, but he stresses me the fuck out sometimes because he's so logical about things, and he makes you really think about what you're doing before you make that tough decision in your life. And that's what I need. Like, I need someone behind me in my corner that's like, yo, I'm not gonna be your cheerleader, but I'm gonna make you think about it before you approach this problem. But one person that really used to calm me down a lot is Jazzy, my daughter Jazzy. Yo, things got hectic, and she didn't have to do anything. She just had to grow as a person. That calmed me down. It's like, all right, I did something right. All right, so I'm pretty sure you had enough of hearing about me. However, if you want to hear more, or you haven't had enough, leave a comment below and ask a question, and I'll be more than happy to reply. No filters, though. No filters.